Well, hello, beautiful people. I'm going to keep doing this for a little bit because if a wrong, if somebody is committing a crime or being abusive and we're watching this and we keep quiet, that is either being complicit or in agreement. People have to speak out about injustices or lies. Otherwise, those lies become part of the folklore and truth because they go uncontested. So one of the biggest things, that biggest bombshell that they have right now, that Omid book, is that there were two royal races, according to a letter that Meghan Markle wrote to King Charles, keeping in mind that only King Charles and Meghan would know about those letters, right? And I'm pretty sure that none of the royal staff told him about it. So it's come from Meghan. So, but this is very important because now there are accusations of two royals. One who's royal and the other one is extended member of the royal family. It's not actually royal. So to me, given what you're about to see, the two people who were racist and were concerned about the skin color of Archie were actually Harry and Meghan, especially Harry. Just listen to this. This is Meghan in the Oprah interview, playing the victim.
There is a conversation. Hold up.
There's
Stop
several
right now.
There's several conversations.
There's a
about
conversation with you.
Yeah, Oprah, hold on. What? Somebody was wondering what a baby's gonna look like? Oh my God. Stop the presses. And please keep in mind that they had this conversation with Harry. Meghan admits that they were not one conversation, but many conversations, but with Harry, of course.
with Harry.
About how dark your baby is going to be?
Potentially, and what that.
Potentially what the kid was going to look like. They were wondering what my kid was going to look like of a mixed race couple, right? First of all, it's normal, but this is not what this little clip is about. Please keep in mind, don't even the comments that it's normal to wonder about, because this is not what it is. This is to focus on the fact that please keep it like that. Don't talk about that's normal to wonder about what any kid would look like, which is normal. The fact is that we have to focus on who was doing the wondering.
Would mean or look like.
Do you see your mother?
That is Harry at the Stephen Colbert interview. And Stephen Colbert asked him about his kids, right? And I'm saying kids for the sake of this clip. I'm going to say that we're going to assume that those kids were lawfully begotten and they're his. Okay? So he's been asked who the kids look like.
Your grandparents and any of your children?
Definitely my mum. The ginger.
Yeah, he was wondering what the kids were going to look like. Thankfully, they got the Spencer gene. Because God forbid they look like the Windsors. Now, keep in mind also that Mr. Markle's family, pretty much all of them are redheads because they're Irish Scottish. So
Gene is a strong one.
Look at that.
oh, they're showing the kids.
The Spencer gene is
Oh,
very, very strong.
how
I actually really
adorbs. How
genuinely thought beginning of
adorbs.
my
I swear to
relationship
God,
that
how
should this go the
adorable.
distance, and then we have kids. There's no.
And this is an important, crucial part where Harry says that at the very beginning, he didn't even know if his relationship with Meghan was going to go the distance. What that means is that he didn't even know whether he was going to end up with Meghan Markle in the long run. And even at the very beginning, he was wondering whether his genes, his DNA, was going to be able to beat Meghan Markle's black DNA. That's really what it was all about.
The ginger gene will stand up to my wife's genes, but I was wrong.
And yes, he's proud the ginger gene won out. Yes, thankfully, right? Never mind genetic manipulation, but forget about that, or that those kids are actually his. But he's glad that his genes beat Meghan Markle's black genes. So this is him here saying that even before he knew whether he was going to go the distance with Meghan Markle, that means whether he was going to end up with her, whether their relationship was going to last, he was wondering and he was concerned whether his genes were going to be able to beat those black jeans. And this one, this thing does, I mean, this one did not age well, did it? This is November 19, 2018. Duchess to Mr. Knopf. Has Omid gotten back to you with his outline of what he foresees covering in the book? If so, can please let me know in separate email, and then I can make the decision about whether to invite him to report on our royal engagement accordingly. Why this is very vital, because it shows that Meghan Markle was basically rewarding Omid Scobie for putting out the content that she wanted him to put out. So if he put out that content, then she would invite him to report on news and would give him more exclusives. Okay? And that's how he got in, and that's how he became a royal reporter, because Meghan Markle was paying him by inviting him to comment on royal engagements beforehand, as long as he commented or he published or he trashed the rest of the royal family members. This is actually pretty awful. Scobie is the Sussex's unofficial biographer and is one of the keenest defenders. Earlier this month, the Sussexes flew from California to Las Vegas and back by Gulfstream jet for a Katy Perry concert. They were guests of the oil heir Michael Hurd. Here's the thing with private jets. I mean, obviously, don't fly on them myself. Hang on, I say. This is the reporter. This is Omid Scobie saying that he doesn't fly on private jets himself. So the reporter says, hang on. I say, I've seen recent Instagram photo where you look very much as though you're on a private jet. Okay, that was a private jet, but that was only going from LA to Palm Springs. It was very short. And then when the reporter checks on Omid Scobie's Instagram, the picture had vanished. Luckily, the internet is forever, and here's a snap, Mr. Scobie. And also, what is really incredible, it's how he lets it slip. I mean, this guy says that he's not friends with Meghan Markle and Harry, yet in the same breath, he just published an article saying, he just did an interview where he said that Meghan Markle phoned him from her personal cell phone to his cell phone, horrified at the backlash he was getting about the Finding Freedom book. So how would she be able to get his phone number? Well, this woman is able to get everybody. But why would she be concerned about somebody she doesn't know? I can tell you that she sure as hell is not concerned about Catherine's well-being, given the book that she just published through Omid Scobie. And before you go saying, Paula, Meghan Markle never published anything through Scobie. She didn't collaborate with Finding Freedom. I will ask you to please pause and read. Will he or won't he? A year after she met Harry, Meghan Markle's very revealing diary in what she really thinks of their romance. Honest. These are the Instagram posts that she made while writing the diary. So we're all on the same page. June 6, 2016, something awesome has happened. I was introduced to this super cool guy in Toronto. He has the cutest English accent and a naughty smile. Bad news, he has ginger hair. Good news, he's just about the most eligible dude in the world. Yep, Prince Harry. And we all know there's only one way to catch a prince. Pretend you don't know who he is. It worked. And then he pretended he watched my TV show Suits. Anyway, we've been texting for days, and soon I'm flying to London to see him again. He says I've got to keep it top secret. You are loved. June 28th, I'm in London to meet my new man. I know I have to keep it under my hat, but it's killing me. I'm doing my best to be good, and even hid in the back of a car when I went to see him. No one suspected anything. Damn it. On the plus side, I got to watch tennis at Wimbledon too. Okay, not in the royal box this year, but maybe next year. After all, if they can keep making room for that, Pippa. June 28th, I got to watch tennis at Wimbledon. I got to watch, okay, not in the royal box. I'm repeating myself here, but this is just the tweets. July 15th. We've been dating over a month now, and Harry's worried people might be onto us. So I'm trying to throw people off the scent with my Instagram post, fries before guys, as if. Not when that guy is fifth in line to the throne and you don't stay as skinny as I am eating chips as the Brits call them. I'm really going to have to learn that lingo. And we moved to July 17th. Operation Bag Myself a Prince. So far, so good. But our romance is still secret and we're on opposite sides of the Atlantic. I worry some blonde toddy, as Harry calls him, will swoop in this and steal my man. I've got to get the message across that I'm chilled out. They say Harry's so not into commitment. I don't want to scare him off, so I uploaded this fun snap of me with raspberries. Come on, what's not to love? That's actually quite fucking scary if you ask me. August 6th, in New York for my best friend's wedding. Thankfully, the hotel rooms look a little like a palace, so I can get used to how my future home might be. I'd give anything if I could take Harry as my plus one, but I can still drive him while from here. Just check out my ass. That'll show him it isn't just that Middleton girl who looks great from behind in a bridesmaid dress. In your face, Pippa. Actually, it's quite awful. You know. September 1st. I've decided to research the British upper class. So while I'm working hard on my lifestyle blog, The Tig, jetting around the world, staying at really cool, expensive hotels, trust me, it's exhausting. I make sure to look up some posh Brits. I hang out with a socialite called Millie McIntosh at Soho Farmhouse in the Cotswold. She was super helpful and taught me all about English ways, the importance of queuing, handwriting thank you notes rather than Instagramming. That is loo, not toilet, and napkin, not serviette. I took notes, very useful for meeting the future granny-in-law. And also, let's not forget that she took that course in Pasadena right around June time. Okay? September 2nd, jetting back home today, and it's been a crazy month of sun, sand, and you know what. But it's still hush-hush. That's 11 long weeks. I guess at least it's giving me time to practice my curtsy. But deep down, I'm over the whole secret thing. Now, everyone thinks he's dating some other actress called Jenna Coleman, who is some little TV thing about Queen Victoria. Yawn. At least my show is sexy. It's sexy. Sexy back. September 28th. Okay, so we've established that I am discreet, dress well, and know that you should say rubbish, not garbage. Tick, tick, tick. Now I'm in Ottawa, posing for Vanity Fair magazine for my humanitarian work with the One Young World organization. It's all about environmental issues and human rights and stuff. So that's got to be worth some serious princess points, right? I try to seem regal and dignified for the cameras. Also, how hot do I look in my white dress? October 19th, a big day, the launch of my new clothing line based on the sort of smart, sexy clothes my character Rachel wears in Suits. Think tight leather and sky-high stilettos. It's important for a modern woman to diversify her career, and it's even more important for a certain someone to see what a hot body I've got. I'm sorry, I gotta laugh. October 21st, okay, I've had it. My jaw is aching from staying so quiet. So I've started to drop a few hints. That's when she told him that paparazzi was stalking her, which was not true. I really can't believe nobody's guessed we're an item. I must be a better actress than I thought. So I posted this cheeky little snap, drinking my coffee in a pose, which also just happens to show me wearing Harry's African love bead bracelet. Just hope someone picks up on it. After she leaked to Camilla Tominey that, she was dating Harry. October 22nd. I'm hearing rumors that the story of our romance is about to break. Hope it was nothing I did other than tell everybody you were dating him and leaking stories to the press. It's all about to get crazy at last. So in the meantime, here's a silly card I bought for my own little pickle in the palace saying, "You mean a great deal to me." Hilarious. I try to stay suitable, mysterious in my captions on Instagram. Just saying, yes, you do. We all know who you is, don't we? And I only put 2 love hearts after it. How restrained am I? I'm actually going to throw up. November 1st. Yikes. So the whole world knows that Harry and I are bananas about each other. The royals say, never complain, never explain. But there's nothing that says never post cute internet pics that could be read as a romantic message for your prince, is there? So that's what I do. And post a naughty little message for my guy on Instagram telling him to sleep tight. Yep, that's right. I've spooned with Prince Harry, just like these bananas are doing. After all, he's so appealing. I swear to God, I think I'm going to throw up, guys. November 10th, success. Holy Lord Jesus, thank you. Harry put out the sweetest statement confirming we're totally a knight after I gave him an ultimatum that if he didn't do it, I would stop screwing him. And defending me from all the mean things some people are saying. He's my knight in shining armor, except he's better than a knight because he's a prince. Decided to cook him a special romantic meal at Kensington Palace to show my appreciation. An organic vegan feast using my special favorite recipe for roasted cauliflower with chickpeas and hot curry powder. He's going to love it. I'm sure he will. In the meantime, she does her pap pork too. November 23rd, Thanksgiving, and I'm thinking about the meal I once cooked for all my family. A huge turkey, like most of my movies. Today I'm feeling thankful for my career, my family, my swishy hair, my cute bottom, not forgetting my ginger honey bunny, who I've been dating for 6 whole months. Yep. And yet, you know what? She didn't spend New Year's with him. She spent it in Iceland with somebody who wasn't him. February 1st, 2017, a new year and still going strong with Harry. We had a date at Night Soho in London. The paparazzi caught us after I called him repeatedly. Luckily, I looked super glam. I'm loving staying at Harry's apartment in Kensington Palace and pretending we're a married couple, which everyone is saying we will be before too long. Was hoping Kate might pop in for a cup of green tea, but no sight of her yet, so I can't get videos and pictures of her. February 5th, still playing the perfect housewife. That is great. That's the great thing about being an actress. I can turn my hand to anything. And being so good at learning lines is great practice for all those royal speeches I might have to give one day. In the meantime, I've noticed Harry's pad has a bit of a bachelor vibe going on. So I'm filling it with flowers. Love my new Barber jacket. Makes me look very posh and English. March 3rd. Harry asked me to go with him to his best friend's wedding in Jamaica. Not true. They broke up. Everyone goes wild because there's a picture of my hand on Harry's back. But it's a bit awkward because Jamaica was where I married my ex-husband, a guy called Trevor. Harry's totally cool about it, though. I mean, everyone in his family gets divorced. I know the last American divorcee who married a royal wasn't so popular, but hey, Wallis Simpson wasn't on TV, and didn't have 1.6 million followers on Instagram. May 7th, Princess Training Part 32, in which I pretend to be interested in polo. All the men chase a ball with a giant hammer. Let's be frank. It was boring as hell, but at least it wasn't cricket. Things seem to be going well, though. I have this English style thing down. Just check out my dress. Looks like one of Kate's, don't you think? Bad news, though. Had to pull the plug on my blog. It was upsetting. Some of the stuffed suits at the palace. No more selfies. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? She's going to have to keep calling it the paps like she always does. Pippa's wedding today. I joined Harry for the reception in a big greenhouse in a field. Brit weddings are weird. When I get married, it will be totally glamorous with no muddy fields. Getting a bit bummed with other people's weddings. I mean, it's been practically a year. And let's not forget that for Meghan, a year is a lot, you know. June 11th, awkward. So I am at a script reading session at a TV festival in Texas when this random guy that I paid like $100 in the audience asked when I am going to marry Harry. Geez, I hope people don't think I put him up to it. I just smiled and said nothing. I reckon 2018 will be a big year for hat sales in England. Yep. Yes. Is it dribble? Is it a lie? Or is it true, this diary? This actually was taken from some diary that belongs to Meghan Markle. And it was a little bit exaggerated. I think that they met way before June 6th. But let's assume that they did meet June 6th when Meghan Markle started posting. From what I understand, my sources tell me that they met way, way before then. Because Meghan started sending herself pink peonies back in March 2016. And this is when she started going. Apparently they met in 2015, and this is when she started planning her way into the royal family. But I mean, what do you guys think? Given all the bullshit that Omid Scobie is writing, I think this is actually quite good. And it depicts Meghan Markle as spot on. So is this fiction, or do you think this is actually true?